the final instalment of my trip to the Lake District. It is about 7:30, just before 7:30 I think PM, and it's time for a wild camp. I've parked up in one of the lay-bys here at Seathwaite, and I'm going to start a little ascent of Scafell Pike. I'm hoping to get somewhere round about Sprinkling Tarn, pretty much exactly. Today, set up camp. I'm hoping there's not too many there. I'm sure we'll find a few up there. It's nice weather for it. There's hardly any breeze in the air or anything. So that's the plan for today. Then hopefully get up bright and early. Maybe get up to the summit for sunrise. There should be a sunrise tomorrow, so fingers crossed. That's kind of the early plans. Let's see how we go. Seathwaite, known as the wettest place in England, with around 140 inches of rain per year. Shouldn't be any tonight. This looks like a route to do for another time, up there and across all the ridge. I imagine that route is out there somewhere, and I'm sure someone can tell you all the mountains. I can't. I imagine these edges are awash with people during the daytime. There's a good video spot, but there's someone taking a dip. I'll get a shot while the lads are behind the bridge. A couple of miles in now, and at 300 metres, just a look back down the valley. So it's right what they say, it's certainly a scenic way up. Oh, just a little breather. Cracking on well. They don't look quite so high now, do they, as they did when I was at the bottom. I've still got a good way to go to get there though. Okay, I'm at 614 metres, and that is just magnificent. Gone really well actually. I started at what, 7:30, it's now 8:30, so it's taken me an hour. It's only a couple of miles mine, but it is some steep climbing. I think the route then tomorrow goes off here, but along this path at the back here, I'm fairly certain that leads to Sprinkling Tarn, and I think I'm going to pitch up there because I don't know what else there is on the way. There are quite a few little grassy patches. I mean, you could pitch up there. Might be a little bit close to the edge. Right, we'll just go up here and we'll have a look left and right and see what we think, but I'm fairly certain Sprinkling Tarn is the destination. So there are a couple of tents about. So I could pitch just up here, but if the wind does get up, it could be a bit blustery. I'm on a little bit of a mound, so I will drop down somewhere. So this patch just here, where my left pole is, in front of these rocks, looks like it's flattened, looks like it's been used a couple of times. That is where we're pitching for the night, just here. Right, so that is me for the evening. There is another tent on the little island over there. I don't know if you can see it, and there's two more just behind this little bit of rock there. But that's it for the night. Stunning evening. Very gentle breeze in there, hardly anything. It's forecast not to be a lot. And that's me. Very minimal setup today. I bought as little as I can. I didn't want to carry too much weight up that mountain. So we've got the Terra Nova Laser Competition 1, which is my go-to one-man tent. The Thermarest Neo Air Extra Light inflatable mattress, and the Alp Kit Pipe Dream 200 sleeping bag. So all fairly lightweight. I have bought a little bit of gas and my lightest stove, and just a bit of bread and some eggs and a little pan and whatnot, just to make a bit of snap in the morning. I might make that when I get a bit further up though, because I'm planning on leaving here in darkness. A little snack to eat either now or first thing in the morning before I do set off. Cables to charge stuff up, and my little sit mat that I'm going to just sit on that rock for a few minutes and just admire the calmness and the stillness of Sprinkling Tarn. See you in the morning. Hello moon. So good morning. I've just packed my tent away, cleared the area, leaving no trace, as they always say this was where I was. And I'm going to start the climb up to the top of Scafell Pike. It's just gone 3:30, so I've got a couple of hours to get up there, so I can take my time and hopefully we'll get a sunrise. I'll see you when it starts to lighten up a bit. Okay, so I'm not far off now. You can just make out it is lightening up a bit. I'm not in a cloud at the minute, but from behind me, this direction, again I'm not sure if you can tell because I can't see on this little front monitor, there is a band of cloud fairly low. So I'm going to be in that shortly, but hopefully it'll clear for a sunrise. It's starting to lighten up. I've just dropped down off this, getting some glimpses down the valley and this side, and now we're heading up to the top of this. Here we go, come on, last push. It's final ascent, and it's quite steep and quite loose rock. But look at what I'm getting. Mr. Moon's still up there as well. And down here I can just see, I think, Sprinkling Tarn where I kicked last night. Or is that Trailhead Tarn? I don't know, it's a tarn. Cloud's going to dip down, I think. I might be above quite a bit of cloud, but I've only gone and made it. Oh. So it's about 5 o'clock on the dot. It is 5 o'clock on the dot. I'm on my own. Put the poles there. Scafell Pike, 977 or 78, I can't remember now, meters. Check. Right, let's hold on, just a little shelter and let the cloud clear. That's not a shelter, it's just a viewpoint. Well, I'll make myself comfy, because for now, for the time being, I'm the highest person in England. Woo! So it cleared up nice in the end. I'll do a quick 360 before I drop off the top, because I'm starting to get a bit chilly. I've been here almost 2 hours, I think. Scafell ahead then. I'm on Scafell Pike, that's Scafell, slightly lower. I am tempted while I'm here to go and tick it off as well. Still lots of low-lying, low-level cloud, so I imagine when I drop down this way afterwards, I'll be going through it at times, looking at the amount there still is to come. Right, let's get off the top. Ah. Leaving it behind then. Not going to bother with Scafell. I'd thought about it, but nah, it's just not feeling it. As we start the drop back down into the cloud by the looks of things. So I said I'd be dropping through some cloud. Quite a bit of it actually. I've been dropping through it for a while now. But I'm just coming out into some views and this rather stunning waterfall. Clearing up again as we drop, although further down it has just gathered again. I could see for a second there Scafell Tarn, just where there's clouds lifting up the valley. Right, this is all the food I've got. I was planning to go to the co-op in Keswick last night. I got there about 6:15, and on a Sunday night at 6:15 they were already shut. So all I could get from the other shop, and like the main marketplace, the main sort of drag, I can't remember what it's called, mini market or something. All I could get was some bread, some butter. There was one loaf of bread. I had the last loaf of bread, some butter, and some eggs. That's all I could really think of conjuring up to make myself some breakfast. So I'm having egg sandwiches. I've not seen anyone on this path. I've been dropping down for, I don't know, 45 minutes probably. I've not seen a soul. I can just see a few people, you'll not make them out there, up here, heading up. I'll be honest, I had no idea this corridor route, which is the route I'm taking back, was so death-defying along the edges. I'm literally right on the edge. I had no idea it was so much fun. But you can see it's an obviously well-worn path. I think it might go back in a minute. Stunning though, isn't it, down the valley? So, I think there were two routes, and I've obviously somehow followed a path that's gone around the risky route, which has come up out of there. But there's this path which goes around there. So I'm guessing that was an easier way going over the top, and somehow I've managed to miss it. Easily done when these it's just a load of rocks in places. So that one must be Scafell Tarn, is it? That's my route then, back down past that. Cloud is really starting to lift. This one, centre screen, has been covered for the most part. It's nearly cleared. I'm rounding the corner in a minute, so this is the last chance to see it. That being Scafell Pike. You can just make out the lookout tower on top. Sorry, that, I didn't point very well that bit there. Actually looks a better little camping area there, where that tent is. Trailhead stretcher box, I wonder how often that gets used. Scafell Tarn then. I say there does seem to be slightly more better camping spots at that end of this one. Not that there's anything wrong with my camping spot, but I'm going to carry on the 360. I've not done one of them for a bit. Seeing them back down in a valley. I'm not sure if this one's lower or not than Sprinkling Tarn. It seems like it's lower. I can't remember what was that last night. What was that? 614, wasn't I? Oh, this is 438, so it's quite a lot lower. So I'm quite glad in that case that I did camp at Sprinkling Tarn and get myself higher up. It'd have taken a lot longer to get up there this morning. Up there, sorry. From here. The main path goes along here and back down, but there's also a lesser known path that goes this side, and I'm going to take that one. And that's why. So that was a rather refreshing bath after a long climb last night and a sleep in a tent. This track brings you down quite a lot of scree and it's not really ideal. I think it's a very little used track, but you do get to see this. Now I've just checked the map. This is Taylorgill Force. And it's rather spectacular. I'm just going to keep following this kind of track, see where we end up. Another view of it then as we drop away. So here's the thing, I advise you not to take that route. I got right down to that waterfall and just beyond it, it seemed to be blocked off and I couldn't see any way through. There's footpaths on OS maps that seem to go across that way, I just could not find it. So I've pretty much followed this all the way back downstream. So my advice to you is stick to the path. I thought I'd come this route because I'd read online that it was full of waterfalls and pretty stuff, but you really do have to just follow this downstream, and it's not easy. It's really, really tricky at times. I am though not far now from the path that I walked up last night. Again now, it's obviously a well-marked, a well-used path. Here we are then, I've found my way back to the Packhorse Bridge which I crossed last night where the lads were having a swim. And we're off back to the car park. So I am nearly back at the van where I parked. Probably got a quarter of a mile, half a mile maximum to go. So I just wanted to say goodbye and thank you for watching as ever. I think that was pretty much a successful journey. A bit of a strange ending with a drop down the ravine there. That didn't quite go to plan. So yeah, I'd avoid that. But other than that, I think it's gone pretty well. The climb up yesterday to Sprinkling Tarn, the camp at Sprinkling Tarn, that went great. There was no wind. I managed to get some good kip. Nice climb up to the summit there for sunrise. Bit of a shame about the cloud at the start, but it did clear, so happy with that. Can't grumble. And yeah, nice easy drop down until that last bit. So that is my hike around Scafell Pike, coming down the corridor route. Yeah, and that's it. Thank you for watching. Take care out there, enjoy your hiking. Do get out and enjoy some of our beautiful countryside. And until the next one, I bid you goodbye. Thanks for that.